Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. My name is Bob. I want to welcome you to my channel, and I also want to welcome you to my strategic reserves. I built this gym, this home gym, in the wake of Hurricane Sandy, which was over 10 years ago. I decided that spring to clean out the garage and to make sure that never again will I be caught without weights. So the gym was closed for over a week, maybe more. And so this is my strategic reserves, which really came in handy when we got locked up during the pandemic and the gyms were closed. There was a big run on gym equipment, so the sporting goods stores were all sold out. And a lot of people were left to their own devices. I can't believe there's a freaking cricket in here. Get out!
You told him.
I can't believe that. All right, so maybe it's a poltergeist. So anyway, I have everything you need. I even use my toxic masculinity and limited engineering skills to fashion chinning bar and parallel bars, courtesy of the Home Depot plumbing department. So anyway, if you're confused about all of this after binge watching all of the YouTube influencers, I have good news and bad news. I'll give you the bad news first. The bad news is the reason you're confused is because nothing works. I said it, nothing works. Now the good news is everything works. So the thing is, you have to find not only what works for you, but what will make you keep coming back to the gym, because if there's any secret at all, it's consistency. Okay, I recently celebrated my 75th birthday. That in and of itself is no big deal. A lot of people celebrate their 75th birthday, or do they? The operative word is celebrate. Did they celebrate good health? Were we celebrating fitness? Were we celebrating strength? Were we celebrating being able to perform in the boudoir? All of those mystical, magical pills and potions that they sell to guys, they always use the word performance. How's your performance? This product will enhance your performance. Is your performance suffering? So they make it sound like it's a 3-act play, right? So in Act 1, this is what you do. In Act 2, this is what you do. In Act 3, climax. Curtain call, standing ovation. Once in a while you get booed off the stage, but hopefully that's very rare. So anyway, after all of that, sleepy time. That's when the curtains close and the play is over. Anyway, they just recently discovered that your grip strength is a biomarker of your longevity. So I want to talk about that. I mentioned my birthday. Arnold Schwarzenegger just celebrated his 76th birthday, and he was asked, Arnold, how do you feel when you see your films and old photographs of yourself? So Arnold thought for a second, and he said, when I see those old photographs of myself, I can't believe that that was me. I can't believe that that body was mine. And I say, what happened to him? So I'm telling you this in case you might be tempted to ask, hey, Bob, where are your muscles? Okay, so my muscles are now in the same place that Arnold Schwarzenegger's muscles are, Lou Ferrigno's muscles are. Hulk Hogan's muscles are. They're in muscle heaven. So hopefully we'll reunite one day with our muscles. But anyway, getting back to grip strength. When I was a kid, when I was 15 years old, I joined the YMCA in Queens, where I grew up. There I met my first competitive bodybuilders. One in particular, a guy by the name of Jim Morris. One day, I was doing barbell curls, and I don't know, I was using maybe 50 pounds or so. So he comes up to me and he says, how much do you weigh? And I don't know, I must have weighed somewhere around 140 pounds or something at that time. So he says to me, how many chin-ups can you do? And I said, well, I'm not sure. And then I don't remember what happened after that, but he said to me, basically, if you can do 2 months, if you can get to 3 sets of 10 repetitions on chin-ups with your body weight, okay, because you weigh more than that barbell, all right? If you can do 3 sets of 10 reps, which would be 30 repetitions, and you couple that with heavy barbell rows for the back, okay, you don't need to do curls. You'll develop enough strength to be able to curl at least 20, 25 pounds more than what you're doing now. Because the heavier the weight, the better it is, because you can get at the deep muscle fibers with heavier weight. So that's the idea, is to build up your strength, and one of the ways to do it, and especially your grip, is with chin-ups. So we use our grip for, you know, we always say, you know, grip the weights. So you're going to need a strong grip, you know, not just to be able to grip the weights, but to be able to carry the exercise through for all of the repetitions. Okay, usually what happens is with heavy weights, the grip will give out a lot of times. So one of the best ways to building up the grip and your curling power, for that matter, is with chin-ups. Now, what was a real eye-opener for me when I joined the Mid-City Gym in Manhattan, it was located in Times Square at the time. I would take the subway in 2 or 3 times a week. The Mid-City Gym was considered the mecca of the East Coast, so it was the equivalent of the original Gold's Gym out in California. One of the things I noticed, number one, the guys in the magazines, a lot of them worked out there, so I got a chance to train with and around some of those guys, and I learned a lot, to be sure. But one of the things I noticed was that they all did chins. They all did pull-ups or chin-ups, and of course, to be sure, they did their curls. So, but that was a staple exercise. It was one of the basics. And if you have any confusion now about what to do, especially after watching all of these guys on YouTube, and I have no beef with any of them, they're all good. Anybody that motivates you to get off your ass to do some exercise is good. I decided to incorporate chins in most of my routines from that point on. The reason I bring up all of that is because, as I mentioned, they are coming up with this new theory that the stronger your grip, the longer you will live. I told you that a long time ago, that you need a strong grip. Anyway, I read something which kind of, to me, was very disturbing. They came out with some statistics on chin-ups. I was kind of curious to see what they considered strong, okay? Because I gave up lifting heavy weights a long time ago. I figured I should have enough residual strength. I don't need to build up any more strength. I thought I was strong enough. I was getting a little achy, and I decided to go for the repetitions rather than the real heavy weights. To me, heavy weights is 3 to 5 reps. If you're in that 3 to 5 rep range, you're using heavy weights, you're going for strength and power. 6 to 10 reps, I think, is the sweet spot for hypertrophy if you want to build an aesthetic physique. Okay, so the requirement for someone my age is 1 chin-up. So when I read that, I said, well, I think I can do more than 1 chin-up. So let me see what I can do. I figure I should be able to walk the walk if I'm going to talk the talk. So I'm going to show off a little bit just to establish some street cred, okay? If you're interested in building big arms, start with that. You ever see the muscles on a gymnast, on an Olympic gymnasts? They have magnificent upper bodies, especially arm and shoulder development. They're not bodybuilders. They do a lot of pulling and pushing type exercises, which we'll get into in future videos. But right now, let's see what the old man's got left. We're going to go for at least 3. I read where 3 chin-ups is the requirement for a 17-year-old boy. You can move, Cheryl, move over that way. I'm just directing you. You know, just you're in a good spot there. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I am the great director, Cecil B. Demented. Yes.
Good.
All right. The chin-up, along with parallel bar dips, probably the 2 best exercises, basic exercises that you can do, and it will work all of the upper body muscles. Chin-ups, the stretch works the pectoral muscles, stretches them into your deltoids. Work your back, work your biceps, work your shoulders. You need all of that to do a chin-up. Okay, so, okay, baby, you count, but start after 3. Hopefully I'll get to where a 17-year-old boy's requirement is.
Okay, you got it.
All right?
Good
Ready?
luck.
Here we go. Okay.
Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Good job.
I need a rest. Okay, so does that make me 11 times stronger than the average man? Yes. No, I don't know. But anyway, that's it for today. Please subscribe because you don't want to miss any of this. Basically, my channel is going to be a stream of consciousness kind of thing. Arnold and I have 2 things in common. We both started when we were kids. He was 13, I was 12. I have 63 years experience of this. So, and that's the other thing we have in common. We're in our 70s, and Lou Ferrigno's in his 70s. The Hulk is 70. So we're all still here, we're still pumping iron, and hopefully we can keep going until they drag us out of here. But as you can see, your strength is the most important thing. Aesthetics are nice. At 75 years of age, it's not a concern anymore. So anyway, give me 2 thumbs up on the chin-ups, and please subscribe, and we'll see you next time. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, stay strong, and stay safe. And I promise you the secret to building big biceps, big arms, big arms. Okay, adios.